Almost every setting in Drupal, content types, fields, views, permissions, is really just YAML configuration under the hood, exportable to files and deployable through a real, git-friendly workflow. Before we touch any code, here's the whole idea in a few facts. Configuration is stored in the database for the live site, but can be exported to real YAML files for version control. Config export writes the current active configuration to a sync directory. Config import applies files from that directory back to the site. This is the standard Drupal workflow for moving changes from local development to staging to production. Always preview with config import preview before importing on a shared environment. It can overwrite configuration that diverged locally. Config status shows drift between the database's active config and what's currently exported to YAML. This writes hundreds of small, human-readable YAML files, one per config object, each content type, each field, each view, into the configured sync directory. This YAML file is exactly what NodeType, create, produces internally. Config export just serializes the live entity's current state to disk. Now every change to the site's structure, not its content, has a real, reviewable Git history exactly like application code. Config import reads the YAML files and applies them to that environment's database. This is how structural changes move from local to staging to production reliably. Always preview before importing on a shared environment. Config import can overwrite configuration that diverged locally, so reviewing the diff first is standard practice. Config status shows any difference between the database's active config and what's currently exported to YAML, the first thing to check before a deployment. Here's the real difference. Configuration, content types, fields, views, permissions, is stored as exportable YAML under the hood. Configuration, content types, fields, views, permissions, is stored as exportable YAML under the hood. Config export config import move structural changes between environments reliably, like real code deployment. Config status and config import preview help catch configuration drift before it causes problems. Run drush config export, inspect the generated YAML for the recipe content type, then commit it to Git. Thanks for learning with us. Come back soon.